Hey guys, it's your girl Chris Corio here. Welcome back to 876 Tutorial Tuesdays. Today I am, as promised, doing a review of my 30-day vegan challenge. Now, for those of you who have been checking out my stories, I feel like, random fact, persons who check out your stories and are constantly interacting with your stories, I feel like those are the genuine followers. Big up to the people who get out in my stories. So I had posted 30 days ago that I'm going to be doing this vegan challenge. I didn't really want to load up the thing too tough because I wanted to try it out first before I gave you guys feedback. Now, a vegan challenge is something that I've always wanted to do. I never actually set up a particular time period saying, okay, I'm going to do it for 30 days or a month. I just always knew that this is something that I wanted to do because I am a Jamaican, and Jamaican people understand good food, good health, nutrition is extremely important to longevity, right? So I decided, you know what? The time is now. I am on lockdown now. I've been eating way too much meat, and I said, you know what, I've been feeling really down and drowsy, and I'm a dance instructor. I should not be fueling my body with these type of foods. I mean, junk food. It's just going to get me lazier and lazier, particularly because I am doing a lot less work than I was doing when I was up and about, and all borders were open and so on and so forth. So I said, you know what, since I am doing less now, my body obviously requires less, but I still need to gain nutritional value that is important, to sustain me as an instructor, because even though I am locked down in my house, it's still a lot of work to teach. So that's how I embarked upon my vegan challenge. So this video, as I said before, is a review of the 30 days that I went through. To be honest with you, at first it was a little challenging at first. It was challenging because I couldn't figure out what to cook where. I am not a chef, as I outlined to all of you. I'm not a chef. I do try my best, and I can put it down in the kitchen, right? Cooking is not my favorite activity. Dancing is. I love dancing. I'm not sure if that was obvious. So I did quite a bit of stuff. Well, to be honest with you, it wasn't really that much stuff. I tried to vary as much as possible. I added some vegetables, and one of the highlights of the vegan challenge for me was substituting meats, all animal produce, with a nutritional recipe or ingredient that could substitute or could add that same nutritional value. And my main protein source has been beans, peas. I also did protein, not protein, what is that thing called? Tofu. I did tofu. Listen, I cooked some tofu now. I was one of those persons who was a non-believer. I said, yo, tofu is not great, but I seasoned up my tofu and it was good. It was really good. And I know some persons might say, okay, Christina, you had nothing else to eat. You had nothing else to eat, so if you're hungry, you're gonna eat what you have. I mean, probably you guys are not saying that, but I mean, for me, one of the things I did not eliminate was seasoning. Right? So in Jamaica, if you are from the Caribbean, I know in Jamaica in particular, we love heavily spiced up foods. And if you know anything about my mother, Champagne, if you've had her jerk chicken, she is a Jamaican times 56, 20, 100,000. She can't just put a little bit of jerk seasoning on a jerk chicken and say, okay, that is it. She has to season it well seasoned, well spicy. There is salt, there is this, there's that. Her food is just always really scintillating for the senses, right? And so I developed that, in terms of, especially pepper. I can't eat without pepper, I can't eat without certain seasoning. But anyways, I'm drawing on and on and on. I did not eliminate seasoning. All right, so one of the things that people do eliminate is things like salt, cut down on salt, cut down on a lot of the high sodium bottled or ready-made powder seasoning mixes. I didn't do that. I continue to use those to flavor my foods. I use black pepper, I use crushed peppers, salt. I mentioned salt already. Yes, I didn't eliminate those things, and that is what I feel really held me over. So I did vegetable, peas, beans, tofu. I did veggie chunks. I was able to find some vegetarian only confectionery, so I got some brownies. I was able to source a brownie recipe, and I actually use that as well. I did try to make ice cream. I did not put that in this video because that did not come out really well. It actually came out like a piece of rock. Like I put it in the freezer. It was bananas and peanut butter and cocoa powder and stuff. Put it in the freezer. It froze too hard and it came out like rocks. I did not add that to that video. I really shouldn't even be telling you guys about it. I don't know why I'm telling you guys about that. Yeah, so anyways guys, here's my vegan challenge. Enjoy. Alright guys, so here is callaloo. Now callaloo, I think some persons overseas might have a vegetable that they say it's similar to spinach. So callaloo sort of became my best friend, to be honest with you. Love callaloo. Now right here I have a mixture of beans. So of course, like I said earlier, I substituted all meats with beans, peas. So here you see chickpeas, split green beans, black beans, black eyed beans. In terms of preparation, of course, I soak them overnight, very important. And then I also boil them for like about 20-30 minutes, probably not that long, but until tender. Here is a dish that I made, fried rice. And right here now is again sauteing callaloo. Like I said, it became my best friend. Hello. Callaloo, seasoned callaloo tastes so good. And then I actually did this with fried rice. This is actually the same video that I'm repeating. So I added fried potatoes, just kind of expounding on what I did. In the initial stages, I thought I really didn't know what to do. And I mean, even after 30 days, I still am not that versed in the vegan culinary arts, but you know, I did my best. So in this dish, I have pasta. In Jamaica, we call this rasta pasta, the tri-colored pasta. And I'm not sure if you can see the color so great here, but the pasta comes in like green, orange, yellow and white, and then I actually mix this up just like if you're doing a fried rice. And like I said in the initial video, I did use quite a bit of seasoning. The orange stuff that you're seeing is actually pumpkin. Here's just a video of me filling a pot with water and peas, literally, and a repeat of a photo of what I did earlier, the rasta pasta. Hey, another thing that I did was a stew peas, or my attempt at a stew peas. That's what I did right there. Now here is the star of the show. Listen, my tofu was badass. All right, look here, I take back my chat. My tofu was badass. Sauteed it down with onions, crushed pepper, black peppers, and it was just to die for. And of course I have my callaloo on the side, as I said, my best friend. Now this is very special, guys. This dish was my attempt at curried peas. I'm not sure if it came out that well, but it actually did taste good. The rice is callaloo rice, so the same vegetable that you saw before, the green spinach like vegetable, that's what I actually used with my rice here. And like I said, this is curried, my attempt at curried peas. If you guys have a recipe for the proper way to make curried stew peas, please drop a message below. Trini, let me know. And y'all know, if you know me, you know I can't live without junk food. So I did do fries, and I also did a vegan burger. So these are actually off the shelf. I'm not telling the brand. When you can DM me, I will tell you, but I'm not advertise for nobody when I pay me. Hey, your girl love money, of course. In these times, who doesn't? So what I did was I used whole wheat bread with this. I am not a fan of burger bun. I find that when I get burger bun, I can't finish it, and it's stressful, to be honest with you. So I prefer eating regular sliced bread with my burgers. If I could do that at Burger King, then I would, but they don't sell regular sliced bread. All right, so these are regular fries, potato sliced up, you know, and that was a part of my, you know, cheat meal. And here, remember earlier I mentioned that I found some vegan confectionery, some vegan desserts. I actually created brownies from cocoa powder, peanut butter, almond milk, bananas, and here you have sweet potatoes. So the sweet potatoes were actually boiled, guys, and this is a recipe that I found online. If you are so interested, you're so moved to try this vegan brownie, you can DM me or send me, write a comment below, and I will add the recipe. I'll try my best to source that link because it was really a random Google, if you know what I mean. So I'll try to hunt that down and drop it in if you are interested. Now, Of course, as I said before, I had to boil the sweet potatoes first. You cannot just put the sweet potato chop up like that. You have to boil it first to make it creamy, and mash it out like mashed potatoes, and then drop it in here. So that the sweet potato is really what was the base of this brownie, to be honest. Here are some chia seeds. Chia seeds really just adding for nutritional values, high in protein content, and they add flavor as well to the brownies. Now, the brownie, it was actually quite interesting, to be honest. I am lactose intolerant, and so I really was interested in seeing what this brownie had to offer. Does it fare against a classical brownie? I think not. It's not as moist. It's not as, delicious in my opinion. It's like it's very crumbly, like a nice soft cookie. Will I try it again? Definitely. I think the next time I try it though, I will add some baking chocolate to it and see if that will make a difference. If you have any vegan recipes for brownies, let me know. I am obsessed with brownies, but I am lactose intolerant, so I cannot enjoy it to the fullest. A very good friend of mine found out I was doing a vegan challenge and bought me these candies from a popular vegan restaurant. They were so good. So I also promised that I'd add some videos, some of the more recent videos of my body. I feel that one of the best ways to see if there are really any changes is by looking at the moving body, and there aren't that many changes. I'll just say that, for example, my legs are a little bit fleshier in this video. There really aren't that much changes because it's really been just 30 days, guys. But see if you can see. So in this video, I am teaching an actual class, and so I am, of course, a bit more energetic. The first video is a bit more of a performance, but here, I'm not sure if you can see, but I've lost quite a bit of weight. And in terms of, my activity level, I do feel a lot more energized, to be honest with you. I don't feel as tired after my classes. I still feel hella exhausted, but not as tired. So I'd say in terms of activity level, it really helped. So, of course, addressing the elephant in the room, other great benefits of eating a high vegan diet or a high fiber diet is, of course, regulating or regularizing your gastrointestinal bowel movement, which I was, privy to. And if you are a person who, for example, eats a lot of meat or junk food day in, day out, and you don't do any exercise, it's very important that you balance your meals. Persons do not realize the gravity of the situation, but chronic illnesses is a major issue. One of the biggest killers is coronary heart disease, or coronary artery disease rather. Diseases that are associated with the foods that we eat, diabetes, hypertension. These are the things that we can actually modify the risks that are involved with these diseases by simply changing our lifestyle. And a big part of that, I'm going to go as far as to say 80-85% of that lifestyle change is definitely what you're putting into your body. And in the Caribbean, I can't speak for anywhere else because I don't live anywhere else, but we tend to eat a lot of foods that are, high spiced up. As I said before, spiced up foods. And spiced up, I don't mean like just only pepper, but lots of salt, y'all know how it go. So it's very important to pay attention. So the message for this video, if you got nothing else from my not so great recipes, not so great cooking, is that it's very important to consider your health. It's very important to incorporate the diet. It's very, very important. I'll go as far as to say it's even more important than just exercise. You can get up and jump up and down, run up and down. It's just like a car. I know you've heard this several times before, but if you put shitty fuel into your car you will have all kind of corrosion, all kind of shit will happen to your cars. You want to ensure that your body, which is the vessel, it's what has to carry you through every single day. It's the only one you have to live in. I know you've heard that time and time again, but think about it. Chronic illnesses is a major killer. It's a major killer. Start thinking about your health, but in starting to do that, think first and foremost about your diet. All right, and I think that's all I have to say for you guys today. If you guys are interested in any of the recipes, let Chef Christina know. I will DM you the links. All right, so see you guys when I see you. All right, later. Mwah.